Hey, let's take a quick look at how you can use our Flamechart MCP server to debug slowness in your application. So we have a React application here. It has some different tabs that represent different kind of common slow operations that can happen in a non-optimized React app. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. We have a bunch of tabs here and some lists rendered on the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the Performance tab in Chrome, and I'm going to take a performance profile of the app start time. So it's going to load that up, and we're going to get a bunch of, honestly, pretty hard to understand stuff here. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to download it to a folder here. I'm going to call this app start. Okay, so we're back in Cursor, and let's just ask it, can you debug app start slowness? And let's pass it the full path to the profile. So Cursor now has access to several tools for getting different characteristics of the performance profile through the MCP server. So it's going to list out the top functions, and it'll continue chugging along until it has an understanding of what the bottlenecks are in our app start. And the great thing about using Cursor is it also has access to all of the code of your application. So assuming that your traces are symbolicated with source maps, it can actually figure out exactly what file that the bottleneck is in. And even if not, if the function names are available, it can just run a search like it's doing now. So it's actually going to read this component. It should be able to deduce why the component is slow. And if we're lucky here, it'll actually fix the issue as well. Awesome. Okay, Cursor is done with its analysis, and we have a detailed overview of what went on. There was an initial app level computation that was slow, that's correct, as well as list rendering because we were not virtualizing a super large list. And it performed fixes. You can go ahead and in your application, you could review this code diff, ask Cursor to create a PR for it, and have it reviewed to be merged into production. Yeah, hopefully this was helpful. And if you have any issues, feel free to open an issue in our GitHub repository. Thanks.